Hi guys and welcome back to another video. This is game number 26. We're playing Kayn in the jungle up against the Twitch jungle. Rather unique pick. Twitch jungle gets picked for his cheese. Early game he tries to go for level 2 ganks. So it's important that you pick up on which lane he's probably going to gank. Usually it's the most aggressive lane, the one with Ignite, or just early game runes like the Electrocute there. But yeah, if you can pick up on his level 2 ganks, maybe get a shot, like a 2v2 wall and kill the Twitch. Usually you can just out snowball him from the get-go. So the way to counter this is to get early vision. Make sure you figure out, like, I think most of the time they'll start on their red buff. So if you can find the starting point of Twitch, then that'll give you a fair idea of which lane he's going to gank first. If he's taking his red buff, he's going to go for a gank after that, possibly in the mid lane to get the slow off. Yeah, it's a little bit of a troll pick unless you can get your lane snowballing. He's very slow clear champion. So I'm going to look to cover ganks that Twitch might be making in this match. Overall, I'm just going to try and clear as fast as I possibly can as well. And keep my farm rate high, because if I can manage to defend against Twitch's ganks and have a very efficient full clear, then I'm just going to out snowball Twitch, and we're just going to out damage him as Blue Kayn. So I went Blue Kayn in this match because they have 4 range champions, 4 squishies. You only really ever want to play Blue Kayn if they have 3 or more squishies. That's the general idea of Blue Kayn. You could play Blue Kayn if they had 2 squishies and they had a very high damage threat that was like in the bot lane, like Jinx. She could be 20, you could be worried that she's going to be extremely fed later on, and you just need to assassinate her. So you could go blue in that scenario as long as your team has the tankiness and CC. So like, that's like an extremely situational thing, just genuine. Oh, we get 1v1 there by Twitch. That's not good. But yeah, just the general idea of Blue Kayn is 3 squishies means blue, 3 bruises or 3 tanks is a red Kayn game. It's good to have the knock up and the percentage health on his Q. And yeah, you can just out sustain them, the bruises, if you go red. But we're just going to look to one-shot their team comp because they have 4 squishies. So yeah, we get unlucky. Twitch outplays us, basically. In his jungle. With the level advantage, I do want to take this fight if I can. It's important to get those blue orbs, so I can get Blue Kayn as fast as possible, of course. So I'm willing to take trades. Didn't respect where Twitch would be. Well played by Twitch. Still out farming him. 16 to 9 farm. He's only taken 1 cam, which was my red. And then maybe if he might have took a cam out of Ari's lane. But you can see how he's just hard camping this Ari. That's their only damage source, really. And then yeah, just show up for a counter gank, really. And that was the whole idea of what I was trying to explain earlier. Just make sure you're counter ganking the Twitch, predicting where he's going to be. By doing this, you just got to have vision on where he's farming from. That W glitched out there. Kayn's really strong pick into Twitch because you can... He's a slow clearer, so you can predict where he's going to be and you can take his farm off him. But when you have to make sure when you are doing this that your bot side's not vulnerable. So Twitch is going to be in his bot side. If they did have vision on me and he saw that I was in the top side, then he could just look to gank my extended bot lane, which my bot lane is overextending right now. I should be pinging them back, letting them know Twitch is in the bot side jungle if I'm doing this. You can bet your ass he's about to gank bot, basically. And I'm not relaying this information to my team. Look at that. It's gonna happen. I could have let them know. Luckily enough, Lucian goes 1-for-1 with Jinx. Should be weary of this information. I should be relaying it to my teammates. The best thing you can do in situations where you're taking the topside quadrant off is just communicate and tell your team where Twitch is going to be, because I clearly knew where Twitch was going to be. That's why I was taking his topside off the map. It wasn't just a random invade hoping that his Raptors and Krugs were up. I knew that Raptors and Krugs were spawned. I knew that Twitch was going to be in the bot lane. So then the next step is just communicate to your bot lane, play safe. Don't not let him get a trade off. So he traded his topside quadrant for that bot side gank.
Ally has been slain.
And same with that scenario. We know that Twitch is going to reset after the bot side gank. And then he's going to go into his top side. As soon as he sees that his camps are on respawn timers, what's he going to do next? He's only got two options. He's got three options. He can gank mid, gank top, or he can look to invade my topside camps. Because I would have had to have fallen back into him. So the way to counter and the way to predict what that's going to be is where is your top, where is your mid. If they're kind of in a position that they can get ganked, then you must let them know. It's important to just make sure you're putting your camps onto cooldown in matches like this. Against Switch, like I was saying earlier, we want to get that CS advantage. Utilize Kayn's clearing speeds. So we've got a lot of summoners there. Getting closer to blue form. So here with the clearing, if you line Kayn up in one side of the jungle and you line Twitch up in the other side of the jungle, and you had a race to do 3 full clears as fast as possible, Kayn is going to naturally full clear 3. Yeah, he's going to naturally full clear 3 times faster than bloody Twitch will. So as long as you're just focusing on taking down these camps as they're respawning, you're always going to clear faster than Twitch regardless of what that Twitch is doing, whether he's ganking, full clearing, which obviously Twitch is not going to be just full clearing.
An enemy has been slain.
So yeah, you'll come out on top. If you just stick to farming, stick to staying on tempo, ganking.
Rampage.
Ganking after doing each quadrant or doing each full clear. But it's natural for Twitch to be 4 and 0. It's such a strong ganker because he just can go invisible. Similar to Twitch support. The only thing with Twitch jungle is like there's no MIA calls. Like at least with Twitch support you can look at the bot lane and be like, okay, Twitch is MIA. Don't want to spend too much time topside at all. My kill pressure on Cassante is absolute minimum. There's 4 other squishies on the map. Mid and bot, so I want to just put most of my time mid and bot. Unless, obviously, if Cassante's low and there's some sort of play I can make that's going to be easy, but for the most part, I don't want to be showing up top. Especially because Cassante is going to offer me red orbs, and I do not want to get red form because that's going to delay blue form. So it was kind of good we showed up there. Twitch is watching how aggressive Aatrox was being. So he just sat topside, waited for that to happen, and yeah, we ended up getting a half a counter defense off, saving Aatrox. It can be a good idea in matches like this where Twitch is going to be doing a lot of ganking, showing up on opposites to get Yomus. And Yomus will just allow you to get around the map faster and react faster to Twitch when he does show up. So say he shows up topside and you're in the mid lane, you can just Yomus to his bot side quadrant and hopefully prevent this. Probably gonna die here though. So I might have walked over a ward, but Twitch just pretty much in this elo, they kind of know if they show topside that you're going to be in their bot side. So you're just a little bit too predictable. You have to be faster, right? Twitch was top for ages before, so it was kind of obvious I'd be in his bot side. Yomi's assist will assist with this because you're going to be moving around faster. You'll eventually get to a point with Kayn where you can just one-shot Twitch. Now that I know Twitch is low. Yeah, well played by Ari. Defending her Twitch's jungle camps for him. I knew that he was low, so what that does gives me information that I can pressure him in his own jungle. Maybe a better idea to wait for him to be on his Krugs. The Ari is rather attentive. Sometimes mid laners won't move for their jungler. But we have a good enemy mid laner. So we need to respect Ari and her movements. We're 1 and 3, but our farm's not too bad. Could be a little bit higher. We could look to get a mid lane gank off knowing Ahri has no ult. But it's going to be up reasonably soon. So as soon as your ult is coming up with Blue Kayn, you kind of want to be using it. Especially if you have like an ult advantage. Yomiz helps with skirmishes like this. I would have showed up there a little bit faster. Super unfortunate. It's alright, we'll go straight back into clearing. What did you burn in that fight? Make sure you note that down mentally and be like, okay, this person now doesn't have ult or summoners. Flash might be down. And then in the next fight you can look to redeem what happened in that fight, knowing that information. Don't tilt off the fight that just happened, even though you didn't get a kill. Just look to snowball onto that and then get a kill in the next fight, knowing or utilizing information gathered in the previous fight. So now that I've got blue form, I'm really looking to pressure Twitch's camps and stunt his XP growth. And we'll pick up stragglers.
An enemy has been slain.
It's important to get a kill on Cassante while I can, because when he's tanky it's going to be hard to pick up a kill on him. And what this will do is just give me an extra stack towards my runes. Depending on which rune setup you're running, if you've got Ultimate Hunter or whatnot, this gives you that extra stack towards cooldown on your ult. Can't remember what particular setup I had on this, but we've got Harvest, so yeah, we'll need the stack towards our runes anyway. Also gives us the Harvest stack and Hubris stack. Tried to get the KS there. Probably not optimal using flash. Oh. Yeah, someone should be pushing mid. Bot. As a jungler, you want to go for dragon, but no one wanted to push this lane. It's free tower. So I would look to push it and then go for dragon. I wouldn't go for, like, if my team wasn't going for dragon right now, I wouldn't start dragon fresh. It would be one or the other in that scenario if I had to try and solo the dragon. Because this Twitch would be waiting for me to be on dragon otherwise, and yeah, he'd just show up after respawning and kill me on dragon. That's why we need one person taking the dragon, one person going for the bot tower there. And that's why I, yeah, chose to go for that bot tower. We get both. Just gotta utilize death timers. Just blatantly run into the jungle with Blue Kayn like this. Just steal all his camps right in front of his face. You can bet your ass it's watered too. Now that I have shield cut, just one shot Twitch. Don't want to overforce because we knew Twitch was right there. That's why I didn't dive and ult. I didn't have ult, but yeah, just make sure you're ducking in and out with your E when you're playing Blue Kayn. So you E through wall into that mid lane, hit a W, and then go back into the jungle until you've poked them down enough to where you can one-shot them and get away safely as well. Don't get too excited with Blue Kayn. Make sure you're still staying disciplined in when assassinating. Like, don't go for assassin. Like, make sure they're calculated kills, and you're gonna not be doing like 1-for-1s unless it's like extremely fed player and you get a massive shutdown. Then of course like a 1-for-1's worth it. You have to kind of calculate whether or not the 1-for-1 is worth it. But if your camps are on the map and you get a 1-for-1 on some player that's only worth like 200 to 300 gold, it's more valuable to actually just full clear your camps, sort of thing. You don't want to be giving them over to the enemy jungler or your teammates. But if you can safely be in the enemy jungle while your team's pushed up like this, then yeah, you don't want to be taking your own camps. You want to be taking the enemy Twitch's camps. Taking enemy camps is essentially like taking 2 of your own camps, because you're gaining 4 CS or 1 camp for yourself when you take one, and you're taking that 1 camp away from the enemy jungler as well, so it's like double. You can see how I'm just farming Twitch's jungle, and this is the whole pain about playing Twitch. You need to get extremely far ahead early. You need to get your team in a position where they're pushed up into your towers so that you can safely farm your own camps away. Twitch failed to get his team extremely far ahead, so now we're able to be pushed up against him, and I can just steal all his farm away. It's a little bit of a coin flip pick unless Twitch has the perfect early game with all his ganks. He has to hope that he doesn't get predicted, doesn't get counter ganked early, or just play his early game so sneakily that he doesn't get counter ganked. So once you get 3 items with Kayn, you can start to just practically one-shotting people. As long as you're not far behind and you've got 3 items. If you're even with 3 items, then you can one-shot squishies. And you need to abuse this too, especially while your ult's up. As soon as it comes off cooldown, you want to look to one-shot someone. If it's safe to do so, of course. Get the flash. Don't overforce. Don't follow up. Just use that flash. Use the information on the next fight as an assassin. We know Jinx has no flash. That's a free kill in it. Okay, in our next combo. You really want to start pressuring. Make sure you're not full clearing your own jungle at this point of the game. I'm going to take red, and then we're going to look to pressure for Baron. A lot of people fall into the full clear category. Say 24 minutes in, they don't really know what to do, so they just continue full clearing. This allows the enemy team to catch up in farm. Maybe they get shutdowns on your team. Eventually they get enough gold to start pressuring your towers and start turning team fights. They catch back up, you throw the game. And this is very common for assassins. So yeah.
An enemy has been slain.
Applying pressure with assassins, getting picks with assassins is very important. You need to learn when to do that, and then when to force objectives after getting picks. So I'm just healing up. So we can take Baron. Seeing as my team killed Cassante and Jinx, we need to force this. It's extremely important you build correctly on assassins as well. Build to counter against the highest threat on the enemy team. So when you have a Yuumi on the enemy team, you want to be building shield cut every game. Yuumi's going to be sticking, a good Yuumi will stick to the highest valued enemy player or their win condition. So you want to build against the win condition. Now pressure, don't fall into full clears, don't take your own camps right now. You just got Baron. Don't burn the Baron buff by taking your own camps. Pressure with your team. Aatrox is just straight up out of position, but it's okay, we'll just help him out. And then I'm going to push top lane in to apply pressure top side. That means they're going to have to send at least 2 players top, or I'll just assassinate whoever they send solo. Because Cassante is the only one I can't really assassinate. Let's see, we're starting to hit like a truck. If I hit a W smite Q, like double Q, meaning like both the strike through and the spin damage on my Q, then yeah, Arya will be dead. Unless, oh, she might Zonya, so you gotta factor in the fact that she has Zonya's Hourglass. And that's something to watch out for as an assassin as well. Not going too ham on a player that has a Zonya's Hourglass, because if you hard engage into a player like that, you might burn your whole spell rotation off. Miss all your damage because they Zonya, and then you're in a position where you're like stuck too deep into the enemy team in the team fight, and then you just get killed. Yeah, just want to note down when that Ari Zonya's as an example. But yeah, there's a Blue Kayn game. Thanks for watching, guys. If you got anything from the video, you enjoyed the video, yeah, make sure you're leaving a like or just hit the sub button. It really helps me out. Yeah, and it allows me to bring out more videos for you guys to learn from. Thanks for watching and thanks for the support, guys. Appreciate it.